pointless bringing the waterproofs, pointless bringing my camera out with me. All in all, I just shouldn't have really bothered even coming out.
Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Oh wow, 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 wow. This really does feel like one of those days where, I mean, it's probably just daft to come out and about, to do anything, even to go to the shops. Never mind to come out on a hike like I'm doing and to try and do some landscape photography. That latter part, I can't help but feel is going to be very, very unlikely today, but we'll see. We're out in the rain in the Lake District, hiking up a Wainwright called Silver How. Oh man, let's see how this goes then. Oh wow man, look at the camera, it's so dark, look how dark I am. It's, yeah, I'm not sure about this. I mean, thing is with myself, and I know a lot of yous as well, because I always get these sorts of comments, is I love it. I actually love coming out in the rain. Yes, it's tricky. Like I just alluded to, it's not ideal for the photography. It's just so hard to even think about getting your camera out, but I don't know, man, just being out in the rain, no one's out and about, you know, everyone's tucked away. There's just something about it that I've always absolutely loved. It's so peaceful and calming, and it's so beautiful. It is gorgeous, it's so atmospheric. So with that being said, maybe we will be getting the camera out, but we'll see. I just want to enjoy this hike. Could well be a photography video with no photographs, but yeah, it's good for the mind. So this fell here that is currently engulfed in so much of this low cloud is Helm Crag, where I got this image. A lot of you will remember, especially those of you that have followed me for years and years. And yeah, that's the lion and the lamb. And we have been up Helm Crag. Actually, we haven't been up Helm Crag, I don't think, as part of the Wainwright series. Obviously, I have been up there, if I've got that, you know, that particular photograph. But yeah, there's a few fells that I'm redoing so that they're actually part of this whole Wainwright series. If you don't know what the Wainwrights are, by the way, there's 214 mountains here in the Lake District National Park in northwestern England, and I've made it my goal to hike every single one individually, however long it takes. I think I'm on like 60 odd or close to 70 or something now, so it's going all right. But I've always said, you know, I don't mind how long it takes. In fact, this fell that we're heading up today as well, Silver How, is also another one of the fells, the Wainwrights, that I have been up. I've been up it twice, but never as part of this YouTube series where I'm trying to get photographs and yeah, sharing it with yous lot, you know, in these extremely dark conditions here in the middle of the day, in the middle of summer in the Lake District. Ah, come on, look at that though. It's tricky, it's challenging, but that is beautiful. Wow, this is tough. I think the camera might not be coming out today. Honestly, I don't like saying that so early on because I'm not a defeatist sort of lad, but I mean, come on. Oh, I don't know. Look at that. Look at that. Helm Crag again. He's sort of like a feature, the first part of this hike, and then right down into like the sort of Grasmere area. Oh, I came up here yesterday with family actually. Staying in a cottage in Grasmere. And it was fantastic. The weather was it was still like rainy, but kind of on and off a little bit, you know, a bit of sun every now and again, and the views were amazing. So maybe that would have been a better day to come up, but I get to go up again in these sorts of conditions, like I said, that I love. What a treat. Isn't that like class? And go and do a Wainwright 2 days in a row. What a treat. So obviously, as you can tell, a bit of a waffly vlog really, waffly video where, I don't know, just fancied it. Just fancied coming out, making a video for the fun of it. And yeah, certainly is waffly so far, isn't it? So Wainwright Wainwright describes this walk as being extremely pleasant. You're wrong, Mr. Wainwright. No, it's obviously just the weather could make the most amazing location or hike or adventure utterly grim. Look at this, man. Look at this summer. I love summer in the UK. Should we start getting through some of this stuff here? Oh, that is stunning. I don't actually know why I jest about it, because I genuinely love it. Look, I've got this place to myself, and it's, you know, it's not cold. Yeah, all right, I'm wet, a little bit miserable, but look at it. It's quality, man. And I always find it's bitten everywhere. I always find these sorts of days, you know, when it's just absolutely chucking down. It's like you just accept you're going to get wet as well, and that's got a little bit of a beauty to it as well, I think, where you just like, it's like a bit childlike. You just like go out in the rain when you're a kid, stamp around in puddles, you just get wet, you're not worried about any consequences or anything. It's a bit like that. You just shouldn't have even bothered wearing my waterproofs. Oh, look at Helm Crag back there, man. Keep showing you Helm Crag, but yeah, that is nice. I love the smell of the bracken as well, especially in the rain. You can really, it's a smell that I've just never been able to like put into words, but yeah, I just love it. It'll forever remind me of just the Lake District, hikes in the Lake District, as if there's bracken nowhere else, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, for goodness sake, this is one of the worst. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about, if you can hear me, that is about Silver How. And for me, yeah, after doing it twice already, don't come up on a day like this, but yeah, I'd say it's one of the easiest Wainwrights that I've been up. And that's one thing that I love about the Wainwrights is, you know, you might have heard me before saying there's 214 fells, mountains here in the Lake District to climb, and it might sound really intimidating, and yes, some of the mountains are tough, some of them are intimidating, you know, by the very nature, but there's so many fells like this that, relatively speaking anyway, this is just my opinion, but they're quite easy to get up. You know, this one I think's only 390 meters or something. It's on the screen now in meters and feet. But yeah, it's a really easy hike, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, but extremely pleasant, like Wainwright says, and you get fantastic views on the way up and from the top. And it's a really nice round route from Grasmere, you know, so if you're ever in Grasmere or Ambleside or Rydal, anywhere in the Central Lakes, I would highly recommend Silver How, especially if it's like you want to do a Wainwright. It's like your first one. Again, just don't come up in this sort of weather. But yeah, you know, overall, that's amongst many things. It's one thing that I love about the Wainwrights is that kind of variety, that kind of almost inclusive feeling that anybody can climb a Wainwright, you know, because there's so much variety amongst them all. And anybody can get a challenge from the Wainwrights as well, sort of thing. And it's just fantastic. But yeah, Silver How, quite an easy one, an extremely good bang for your buck. Right, well, shall I just go up in reverse? Oh, wow, this is grim. Nice though, still got that atmosphere, at least. Oh, there's a good spot up here actually. So yeah, yesterday, when I came up on this hike, I sort of tried to remember this little gill here. It's called Ray Gill, and obviously just absolutely beautiful. And I thought, if the weather's grim, which, you know, I knew the forecast was for it to be bad, maybe I can get something here with the camera. And that's what I'm going to try and do now, because honestly, I don't know if I'm going to take any photographs today at all, and this might be my best opportunity. And it's beautiful. The water is absolutely rushing down this gill here. Obviously loads of beautiful foliage, oak trees, really nice colours, and perhaps I can get something here with the long lens. So I'm going to give it a go at the very least. Now, honestly, just being dead honest with you, wow, I'm not going to take a photograph there at least. If I was going to, I'd purely just be doing it for the sake of the video, for the sake of thinking, oh, it's a photography video, I've got to get something in there. I'm not doing it. because it's not like if I was not doing this video I wouldn't be doing it, so I just want it to be a bit honest and real. I'm not doing it, man. It's beautiful, but yeah, just for me, maybe it's more just because it's so grim, but I'm not feeling a photograph. I've got to get across this now. I've got to get across there and scramble up that. Right. So I hope you can hear me amongst all this water. Instead of trying to go across these stepping stones here, that is a recipe for disaster. My feet are already soaked, so I'm just going to go like this. Oh look, there's a big frog. Or is it a toad? I never know the difference. Hey mate, sorry to disturb you. I'm on my way now. Through this frigging Niagara Falls. Yeah look, it doesn't make a difference. My feet are already soaking wet. May as well just do that. Oh, it's quite nice actually. And the cool thing about these trail runners, as opposed to hiking shoes, hiking boots, is that they are designed to get water in them and get them out quickly. They just drain all the water out, so I can feel it now, getting all of the water out. Whereas if I'd done that in my hiking boots and the water had gone up and over, you know, that's the opposite. It's designed to keep the water out, so it's really hard to get water out from the inside as well. And yeah, I don't know, obviously they probably wouldn't be ideal for the winter when that water's ice cold, but with a pair of merino socks on that kind of keep you warm, you know, keep your feet warm even when they're wet, just seems to work for me in summer, man. And just been trying them a bit at the minute, well, for ages actually, for months, and just been really getting on with them, you know. Guess my only concern is with trail running shoes is the lack of ankle support, and that's something that always concerns me because my ankles aren't great. But then, touch wood, I hate saying this because I know I'll jinx it, I've never gone over on my ankle in these trail runners because, I mean, they're so wide. They're so wide they actually look daft, but it's really hard for you to go over. Whereas I find hiking boots are, let's give you a quick wipe, hiking boots tend to be the complete opposite. They're really narrow, and it's like you're just destined to go over on your ankles. But then because they've got ankle support, they save you every time. So it's like it tricks you into thinking, oh, I've got to always wear hiking boots. But I don't know, maybe comment down below, let me know your sort of hiking setup, because I must admit, regardless of the fact that it's been an extremely positive experience with these, something doesn't feel quite right in terms of safety and yeah, ankle protection, I think, more than anything. And again, like I just said, I don't see how that's going to be any good during the winter, you know. But I'd love to know what sort of setup you have. Do some of you use trail runners? Can you get something that's in between a trail runner and a hiking boot? I don't know. You can see I'm trying to chat about anything today because, well, oh, some herdwicks here. Let's go and see them, look. Look at them. Goodness me, man, they've been here since, what, the Vikings have been here, and they're sick of this weather today. Hiya. Good day, Tears. Come back. You're my only bit of fun today. You're my only bit of joy and excitement. No! Come back! Oh, what am I doing with my life? You see that back where I just came over? Some people there that just saw me chasing the herdwicks and chatting away to them like, what a loser. This is grim. Oh man, pointless bringing the waterproofs, pointless bringing my camera out with me. All in all, I just shouldn't have really bothered even coming out. But it's another Wainwright done, and there is a little bit of a saving grace as well, perhaps. Right, let's get this one bagged. Oh, there he goes, silver how. Oh, just wrecked the place. Yeah, this isn't pleasant, and it is me trying to convince you to come up this little fell. There's that picture again from the peak of me. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Grassmere down in the background, Rydal water. That's what you've got to imagine it, you know, being like and feeling like. Not like this. Right, let's get on to this potential saving grace. Actually, before we do that, if I can, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, I wanted to stop and talk about today's sponsor. Say another massive thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Now, If you've never heard of Squarespace, I'm here to tell you all about them. They are an all-in-one platform that you can use to build your own website. So it's a website that you go on and build your own website, and they've got loads of templates. It's like a drag and drop system. You add a bit of text and some images, and before you know it, you'll have your website up and running within a couple of hours. You don't need to be intimidated through Squarespace. If you want your own website, I urge you to try it with them because it is so easy. Now, Squarespace have also got what are called e-commerce packages, which, you know, if you wanted your website as a photographer to be more than just a portfolio or somewhere to send people, you know, maybe to look a bit more professional, then yeah, you can sell stuff through Squarespace with these e-commerce packages. And I use it to sell prints and ebooks. My calendar's still available on my website at the minute, my 2025 calendar. I advertise my workshops on there, and it's how I'm able to run my business. And finally, Squarespace have got award-winning customer service as well. And yeah, take it from me, honestly, as easy as it is to build a website, the customer service is so good as well, so it makes it that much easier, so you needn't be scared. So if you'd like to give Squarespace a go, head over to squarespace.com/Henry Turner, or use the link in the video description below to get yourself a 14-day free trial, so you can sort of give it a go, try before you buy. And if you like your free trial and you want to make a purchase, make sure to use the offer code Henry Turner to get 10% off your first purchase. Right, let's move on a little bit and talk about this saving grace. Oh God. So the saving grace is simply the fact, it's not a very good saving grace, it's simply the fact that we're actually doing a round route, so we don't go back the same way that we came up. So there's more to see. Obviously, as we sort of drop down more and more, we're going to come out of all of this clag, maybe actually see some things, see some subjects. And yeah, when I mean saving grace, obviously I just mean in the potential of maybe getting a photograph, although goodness me, man, that does seem wishful thinking at the minute. Oh, it's not really what's on my mind. You know what I was just thinking about, right? I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, because I just think this is a really interesting topic of like type 1 fun and type 2 fun, which many of you have probably heard of, but if not, roughly speaking, type 1 fun is something that's just, you know, like objectively fun. You're gonna enjoy it. If you like football, you go and watch a football game, you're gonna enjoy it. You know, having a bath, listening to music, you know, everyone likes it. It's just out and out fun. And then there's this. I think there might be other types as well, but these are the main ones. Type kind of 2, where you're just like, at the time, like now, what am I doing? What am I doing? Probably a lot of yous are thinking like, what's the point in that? What's he doing like? And I remember it was the same as like when I did the West Highland Way. And you know, through like at least 50% of it, I was just thinking, what on earth am I doing? This is not fun. But then afterwards, you know, it's West Highland Way in particular, it's one of the best memories of my entire life. And same as this is just a little memory that will live with me forever. And I'll look back at it in, you know, with fondness, and I'll remember it as being really fun. And it's like I enjoyed the challenge. I don't know. I just think that's really interesting to those of us that are really into hiking and stuff. We have this experience quite a lot, don't we, where we're just thinking, what on earth am I doing? What am I doing? Right, I don't know if I go down there or up there. I have to get the map out, I think. I actually love coming out in the rain. Yes, it's tricky. It's so peaceful and calming, and it's so beautiful. It is gorgeous. It's so atmospheric. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I know, Mr. Herdwick. No. Yeah, I know. Grim. Right, I don't know if the old saving grace is doing much for us at the minute. You can see a little bit of grass here. Over the trees there, the coniferous trees. It's definitely atmospheric. It's funny because I'm such an optimistic lad. Such an optimistic lad. So I always think if I'm struggling with something and I think it's grim and pointless, it most likely is. Yes, I know. Grim. Even you're soaked. They've got 2 coats as well, Herdwick's, an undercoat. Oh, look at him. Onwards. Whoa! Sums it up, man. I nearly went then. I was just going to say that looks quite nice. Again, probably just trying to be positive, but I mean it is. Look at it. That's gorgeous. I think I've just passed it a little bit. There'd have to be some special kind of shaft or break of light down there for me to want to actually get the camera out. The thing is, on a day like today, is I could maybe eke some detail out of the clouds, but yeah, generally they're quite flat. There's not really much detail up there. It's like sometimes when it rains and you get these sorts of conditions, unfortunately you don't even get the benefit of the nice moody dramatic clouds, do you? Look, it's just all fairly flat up there. So I'm not actually too far from the end now, from the road, getting back down into Grasmere. But I am going to keep going with the photography. I mean, like the hope of photography, because yeah, since it's opened out a little bit, well, it's just given me a little bit of hope. A little bit, this much. Look at these two here. Goodness me. Just thinking to themselves, why have I ended up here like this? What a sorry state. Yous both look how I feel, herds. Right. I'll tell you what. Whoa! Gate just battered me in the backside. I hope it don't come across as negative, because yeah, it's grim, especially you know when you got the wind up there, battering the old eyes. But this is class. Still been out on a hike. I've only seen 2 people on the whole round, which is nearly finished now. All right, I haven't got my camera out. I've just carried it around all day for the crack. Been on a little adventure with me. But look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely privileged to be able to do this. Look at it, it's class. So we're getting views now. Yeah, back down into Grasmere. I'll just sort of go past this tree a little bit. You might be able to see it a bit better. And I just love all of these views in this kind of like central lakes area around Grasmere. Loads of different Wainwrights surrounding the town of Grasmere, you know. I've come past that tree. There's just another frigging tree in the way now. But look, you can maybe see some buildings off in the distance. And yeah, it's really nice. The lake, also called Grasmere, is just sort of over that tree down. Yeah, look, you can just see what's the sort of northern end of the lake down there as well. Beautiful. But there is a lot more to see when there's not clag everywhere. Oh, one thing I would always say about the photography is that there's always something to photograph, even on a day like today, especially in a location like today. But I think more than anything, I've just chosen to not want to get my camera out or anything like that. I guess, don't know, just not felt inspired to do it. And I talk about that a lot. There's always that kind of spark that you need, and none of the technical stuff matters. Your camera lenses, none of that actually matters, because everything starts with that little spark. And yeah, I don't know, today I'm happy with it. I feel like accepting of it. But today I guess it's just, look at the Herdwicks, man. Yeah, today's just been one of those days where I've not had the spark at all. It's just been drowned out, literally, somewhere in my body or in my mind. Oh, that is Allen Bank, I think, National Trust property up there. William Wordsworth, world famous poet, lived there for I think 3 years. But yeah, like, look, if you'd like to see me out taking photographs, hiking on a nice day, and yeah, actually taking photographs, there's a video up there now. But I'm going to get back, have a hot chocolate. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next adventure where hopefully we'll be taking some photographs. Out.